Hey, my name is Ugnius, I'm a pianist educator, and in today's video I would like to share a few ideas on music analysis. One thing that most students and pianists get frightened of is the word analysis. You see, analyzing music doesn't have to necessarily be theoretically supported. It doesn't have to be approached in any kind of scientific way like musicologists would do, but music analysis is an essential part of learning the piece. Simply recognizing and understanding the difference between musical forms, evaluating signs, dynamics, understanding time signatures, key signatures, these are all a part of music analysis that has the most influence on the overall performance, music interpretation, and of course, memory. So we can analyze music in a more in-depth approach by looking at music forms. Music pieces, the same as geometry, have various forms and shapes. In geometry we have things like triangles, squares, circles, and all other sort of visual shapes that we see and can describe. Music is very similar to that. We have various different musical forms, including the simple ones like ternary or binary, and then a little bit more complicated ones like sonata form, rondo form, and so on. These we realize through listening and score analysis. For example, let's have a look at this little mazurka by Frédéric Chopin. If you're finding a hard time to understand what's going on by just looking at the music, well, listen to that recording. You will start to hear that certain ideas tend to repeat, acting as pillars of the piece. Any other ideas that might sound differently may act as a contrast to the main theme within the piece. Initially, after listening to the piece, we can see that the form is A-B-A, simply because the A part repeats twice with a contrasting section B played once in the middle of the piece. This particular musical form is also called ternary. Now, a ternary form, according to Wikipedia, sometimes is called as a song form in a three-part musical form consisting of an opening section A, a following section B, and then the repetition of the first section A. Understanding the form, or at least recognizing the core structure of the piece, can let us make further decisions to our musical interpretation. This can influence how we choose dynamics, tempo, how soft or hard we play, maybe phrasing, and all other things. For example, since the A section repeats twice, you might want to play certain things differently the second time. To avoid monotony and too much repetition, for example, you probably would be playing softer, maybe a bit lighter, maybe with a bit more pedal, less pedal. Maybe add a bit of rubato and a bit of ritenuto to smoothen out the corners. As for the B section, it might be in a contrasting key already, maybe in a different tempo, different harmonic language. That usually stands out on its own, so you don't really need to do anything about it. To go further and kind of investigate more ways to analyze music, we can look at key signatures and time signatures. These can tell us a lot. Say if a piece is written in a major key, that could symbolize a more upbeat mood, happy, cheerful kind of a feeling, whereas the minor is complete opposite. The time signature indicates the time, hence the name, right? So this can suggest to us if it's a dance like mazurka, waltz, a polonaise, a minuet, in which case the time signature is 3/4. If it's a more stable piece, then the time signature is probably gonna be 2/4 or 4/4. The time signatures like 5/4 send us a different message, and it could indicate more modern recent composition, more experimental, a bit more like jazz in the case of David Brubeck's Take 5, or maybe a folk music in the case of Bela Bartok's music, including 6 dances in Bulgarian rhythms from his Microcosmos. To some of you, the kind of analytical way of thinking may not work and not be acceptable, and that's also fine. You probably want to look at the pieces from a kind of completely different angle, a more kind of poetical angle. Assigning moods and feelings to certain sections will help you to memorize and understand the pieces better too. Looking at this mazurka, we notice an array of feelings. The opening sounds quite optimistic yet melancholic and longing. The middle section is much more spirited with more kind of a major like harmony, major key as well. And the little sort of watches section is a very personal moment, very discreet and reserved kind of a feeling. Often the names of the pieces and the cultural and historical background of the composer and even the nationality of the composer can tell us a lot about the pieces and music that we are about to play. Ravel, Debussy, Fauré, since they're all French, you might want to approach their music a little bit differently than the music written by Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky, Shostakovich. The year in which music was written and even living conditions in which the piece was composed can greatly influence the mood of the piece. For a historical context, look at Beethoven's Eroica Symphony, which was dedicated to Napoleon first, but then as soon as Napoleon changed and declared himself as an emperor, Beethoven apparently changed it, and now the symphony is, as we know, is called Eroica. It was also written after the French Revolution, and so that might have influenced kind of the feelings that Beethoven had while writing his symphony. To gain some more inspiration and to enrich our imagination, I often suggest reading a book about a composer, or even watching one of the many movies about the composers. The most prominent one is being the Amadeus about Mozart, or the Immortal Beloved about Beethoven. These movies are based on facts and historical context, and often, quite clearly showing how things might have been back in the day when those composers were working and composing. Get to know the literature written during that period as well. It's not secret that Franz Liszt was greatly influenced by the works of German poet Goethe, or even the Italian writer Dante, hence the name Dante Sonata as we know it. Any type of analysis is welcome here, as long as it helps you to grasp the idea composers might have had in mind. Anyway, let me know what's your preferred method of kind of a music analysis. If you do, and if you don't, well, maybe just give it a try and see if it changes anything and it helps you improve your playing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and also leave your comments down below if you have anything to add, any suggestions for future videos, or maybe I missed something in today's video. Yeah, don't be shy, just write your comments. If you have some more complex questions about piano performance, piano technique, or maybe you're just learning a piece of music and you have some questions but no answers, well, whatever it may be, just go ahead and register yourself for a monthly Zoom group session with me. I'll leave the link down in the description box below. And again, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.